Hey everyone, it's Krowicki and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at a 2022 Toyota Highlander Platinum all-wheel drive. Let's get started. This is the top of the line V6 Highlander and it starts at $49,510. It's got a 3.5 liter V6 engine making about 295 horsepower, and combined with the 8-speed automatic transmission, it can tow up to 5,000 pounds. And you're going to be getting 23 miles per gallon average in this Highlander Platinum. We're going to start this overview by going over the exterior, and then we're going to jump inside and talk about the features. Starting off in the front of the Highlander, we have LED headlights and fog lights. Just below that we have a tow hook cover, and you can see our parking sensors. We got a large sporty grille in the front with chrome around it, and there's a camera just underneath the Toyota logo for the bird's eye camera view. We have some body lines on the hood of the car, most notably right here in the center. You can see there's kind of like a dip in the center of the hood. And this is the moon dust color, which is like a mix of light blue and silver. We have rain sensing wipers, and in the center of the windshield at the very top there's a camera pointed at the road for some of the Toyota safety sense functions. Moving over to the side, we have these nice 20-inch alloy wheels. The tire size is 235, 55, 20. You could also see just behind the tires, this one is optionally equipped with mudguards. You can see that there's a camera underneath the side view mirror. This is also one of the cameras that are going to aid in the 360 view. We have a turn signal indicator right here built into the side of the mirror, and the mirror itself has blind spot monitors and a heating function. On the A-pillar we have some gloss black which goes into the body paint of the car. The space between the front and rear windows is gloss black. We do have a little bit of chrome underneath and some matte black at the top. We have keyless entry on these door handles, so if I go ahead and put my hand right here, it's going to unlock the car, and if I tap on these two lines right here, it's going to lock the car. It's important to know that we don't have keyless entry on the rear doors, only the front. We have a nice body line here on the Highlander. It starts in the rear fender and then it goes down across the side of the car. Up at the top you can see points where you can mount crossbars or roof rails, and if I point the camera up even higher, you can see the panoramic glass roof. We have a roof-mounted shark fin antenna and also a spoiler right here that kind of covers a piece of that rear glass. And unlike previous generation Highlanders, there is no button right here to pop open the rear glass. It doesn't move at all. In the back now you can see we have a brake light on the spoiler, a wiper for the rear glass, and two reverse cameras under the Toyota emblem. One is a wide view and one is a standard view. In chrome lettering we have Highlander and Platinum all-wheel drive. We also have a chrome bumper applique right over here. Rear parking sensors are just underneath that, and we have some reflectors back here too. We also have kick to open and close back here. When refueling your Highlander, there's a spot to rest your gas cap. Let's head inside now and talk about the interior. On the door card, we have this glossy fake wood right here in this dark color, and next to our door handle, we have memory seats. We have automatic up-down windows for all 4 of the windows, and over here we have our mirror switch control. There's also a little bit of storage right here on the door card for some bottles. And on the door card right here, you can see we have one of the 11 JBL speakers in this car. Before we fully enter the car, you can see we have this little plaque right here that says Highlander, and we do have powered seats on both the driver and passenger side with lumbar support for the driver. The seats here are made out of Softex, which is Toyota's fake leather, and they are heated and ventilated. And before we fully get into the car, we have a couple of buttons here. So we have our odometer, trip button, brightness for the gauge, automatic high beams, 360 camera view, open and close the trunk, heated steering wheel, and de-icer function for the windshield. When reversing the car, we can see both what's behind us and a bird's eye view. When you're driving at low speeds, you can also see what's in front of the car. You can also see another type of view by pushing on the camera view button again, and you can see even as I turn the wheel, it's going to show me what's around the car. Just below that, we have a storage pocket here as well. Finally, at the very bottom, we have our hood release and our fuel door release. Behind the steering wheel, there's a release right here where we can move up, down, in, or out the steering wheel to adjust it to our position. And on the steering wheel, we have several buttons. So at the very bottom, we're going to be controlling our audio controls. On the left side, we're going to be controlling the center 7-inch display that we have right here between the gauges. And on the right side, you can control your dynamic radar cruise control and lane depart assist. And like mentioned earlier, we have a 7-inch display right here between the gauges to show a lot of different driving information. In the menus here, we're also going to find the settings for the 10-inch heads-up display, which we have just above here. To the right of the steering wheel, we have our engine start-stop button. And moving on to the center now, you can see we have a big 12.3-inch display with wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There's physical volume controls and climate controls. You can see we have dual zone climate control here, as well as our controls for the heated seats and the ventilated seats for both the driver and passenger side. Just below the climate controls, we have a tray right here where you can store your phone, and if you are plugged into one of these USBs, there's a little route where you can bring up your cable. We have 2 USB-Cs here and 1 USB-A, as well as a 12-volt power outlet. We have more of that dark glossy wood here, and you can see right next to the shifter we have 3 different drive modes: Sport, Normal, and Eco, so you can change that by pulling up and down right here. We also have Mud and Sand, Rock and Dirt, or Normal mode here. There's a few more buttons over here, including Traction Off, Snow mode, Downhill Assist mode, and an off button for the start-stop feature. The center console slides open where we have a wireless phone charger, and if you're not using the wireless phone charger, we also have a little bit of storage down here. There's also another 12-volt power outlet inside the center console. Above the passenger seating area, we also have another one of these storage trays over here. And just below that, we have our glove box. On the passenger door card, it's much the same. We still get a little bit of storage down here, and you can see another one of these Highlander plaques. Moving up from the center, we have a digital rear view mirror up here, which can be adjusted to whatever settings you like. So I personally like to have mine pointed downwards a little bit. There's also a sunglass holder here, light controls, and also our operating switches for the panoramic sunroof, which does open. The sun visor has a mirror and light, and also can be extended. Let's move into the second row now, where you can see we do have a sunshade up here, which we can manually put up ourselves. We also have more of that dark wood carrying over here, some water bottle storage here as well. And this is the 7-seat configuration of the Highlander. So we have 2 captain style chairs over here, which are also heated, and the heated seat buttons are right over here behind the center console. You can also see that we have an independent zone climate control here, and the vents for that climate control zone are up here at the top next to the light controls. In between the 2 captain's chairs, we also have 2 cup holders. At the bottom of the second row, we have a 120-volt power outlet, as well as 2 more USB-Cs. There's also some storage pockets behind the driver and passenger seat. By pulling up on the lever over here, we can have access to the third row. If you want to fully fold down the seat, there's this release right over here, which will give you some more storage space. The third row in the Highlander can get a little bit tight, but you have the option to just fold up either 2 seats or 1 seat, so we can fold down either side here. We also have some cup holders back here in the third row, so 2 on each side. And like mentioned, we don't need to use all 7 of the seats, so you can see we have 2 up right now, and then we folded down this third one right here for some more cargo space. At the top of the third row, we have climate control vents, a light switch, and a seatbelt for the middle seat. If you enjoyed this overview, please give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel. See you all next time.